Pour a cup, take it slow. We've got stories to share and places to go. From memories past to dreams we're chasing. Life's better sip, no need for rushing or racing.
Coffee in his hand, tea in mine tonight. Two hearts, one table under warm cafe light.
This is Brewed Banter, where conversations flow. Laughing about the crazy things life loves to throw. Hanging with Erica and Ralph side by side. Every little moment, we're taking it in stride. So grab your mug, settle in, stay a while. You're part of the vibe, part of the smile.
From travel tales to days we've grown through. Faith, love, lessons, the real and the true.
A little bit goofy, a little bit deep. Late night talks when the world's asleep.
We don't need fancy, just honest and kind. Good friends, warm drinks, and peace of mind.
This is Brewed Banter, where conversations flow. Laughing about the crazy things life loves to throw. Hanging with Erica and Ralph, sharing life our way through every season, every new day. So grab your mug, settle in, stay a while. You're part of the story, part of the smile. Here's to the moments we hold on to tight.
The tears, the joy, the comfort of night.
To fresh starts, hope, and finding our way.
One sip, one laugh, one day at a time.
This is Brewed Banter,
Pull up a seat, my friend,
where the talk never fades.
and the heart never ends.
Hanging with Erica and Ralph,
Yeah, that's the plan.
just real life.
Shared cup in hand.
It's Friday night, and the mood is right. We're gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. TGI.
No.
Welcome to another Brewed Banter. It is Friday. Yay!
Hello, everybody.
Oh man, we got some really cool topics today. One in particular that is near and dear to our hearts, and that is some of the Christian music industry, but particularly in the niche of heavy metal, death metal music. Yeah, in case you didn't know that existed, it does exist. And what prompted this was an article came down that apparently Demon Hunter is suing K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they apparently were having some issues where people aren't paying attention to the name of the concerts, and they think they're buying tickets to K-pop Demon Hunters, only to find out that they're actually buying a ticket to a Christian metal band. And I just think
Kind of cool. I can go experience a metal show.
I didn't know what kind of sparked.
I like Demon Hunter.
I know you do. I remember you were talking about them back in the day. So, you guys have to excuse us. Our friends are in our ears in the backstage and we can hear them bantering. Yeah, they're like earworms. So real quick before we get into it, and of course we had some little bit of a side Disney topic, and I already forgot what it was because I'm ADDing. We had a video come through of these people riding around in the EV wheelchairs, like just parading around. It was an insane video. It's kind of gone viral. It's a little strange. So I actually want to get another guest take on that, but they will be here in a little bit. They'll be a little late. And yeah, anyway, let's see who we got in chat to say hello to. We got Tom. Thanks for being here. Of course, I know you're already here. Mari, thanks for being here. Linda, hello. Dadman, what's up? Dadman, you are fine. No problems. All right. So without further ado, because we do only have 90 minutes on the show, I'm going to bring on our guest. First thing is first.
Why does the rum go? Why is the rum always gone?
Hey, Tom, what's up?
The rum's gone because I'm drinking it.
We just always assume that now, you know.
Well, it's actually, it might be soda, it might be coffee, might be soda coffee, it might be soda coffee with rum. Nobody knows.
Well, let's bring on our next guest. So we
I shall never knew.
That almost makes me look a little gay, but it's fine.
Sorry. I am not. Look,
Okay, it might
I
make
am
me
not
look
a master of AI videos. Okay, I'm not as polished as Pro and Ron.
I feel like purple potatoes are, just, quarter bit gay. That's all right.
I can change it or use a different video if you want.
I love it. Look. I mean, quarter gay is okay. Full gay. Hey, look, I'm not in the military. Don't ask, don't tell. So anyway, hey, Izzo's place is out there. Look at all my friends. There's
What's up, Izzo?
Hey, Izzo, what's happening?
Look at this. That's good stuff. Hey, so I was backstage and, I was talking about building a home lab and other dumb stuff because I'm a geek and I'm old. I'm an old geek, kind of like Tom.
Well, we all are in our own right.
We're the same age, bro.
That's what I said. We're old.
No, I only feel old when I get out of bed in the morning.
Right. Have you
It's
heard
that
my
initial
news?
move. Yes.
Speaking of hearing things in the morning, we were talking backstage about Ron working out in the morning, and I was going, no, thank you.
No,
No.
he almost got answered with something that was,
Hey,
has two letters in it and it starts with S and W.
well, okay, so the boss was like, what's that sound? And I'm like, that's Ron working out. And I'm like, so because we're in a content house, which means you hear your friends doing whatever they do during the day, and Ron was working out, and you can't unhear that sound. It's like it's grunty. There's a little grunty sound.
I thought he was in a fight with something. I don't know.
Me too, or something that you actually heard in a dorm room.
Yeah.
With
a sock in the door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like wow, that's a lot of noise.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I'm just like, pop my head out there. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, I knew what he was doing, which was working out. Okay, calm down, everybody.
That was said.
he
The
was
way I
working
said,
out.
"What are you doing?" to him was to be like, "Hey, you're waking everybody up, dude."
I was already okay. First of all, I will be honest. I was already awake because y'all are a bunch of pansies at getting up in the morning. I have farmerness in me.
Oh.
Farmer.
I am.
So it's
I'm
that little
guilty.
purple
I wake up
potato
and-
that walking around with you,
I-
and you said you're only a little.
Calm down. It's fine. Izzo's place wants to know, did it sound like a gator mating call? Yeah.
Sounds like it might as well have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very grunty. Grunty? Grunty. That's the right term.
Yeah, grunty.
Unlike
All
a
right.
grumpy, did you guys see that Johnny Depp might be doing Pirates again? Absent the grumpy.
I heard it. Has he agreed to doing it, or
I think he's leaning that way. I don't know. Tom, what did you hear?
I think he's leaning towards it. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I heard last. I'm hoping he does it.
Me too.
Heck yeah.
yeah? I think that the Pirates brand has kind of run its course.
Oh.
Well,
that would
and the
be
last thing we need is Disney to have any more incentive to change Pirates, the attraction.
Right, but okay, so you say that, and yet I know you guys, both you and Raph, are huge fans of Haunted Mansion, and they've tried multiple times to destroy that via film. So yeah,
No, it's hard to storyline that attraction. It's
crazy
like how
easy. I could do it. You've seen.
okay.
I have chops. You know
The
that.
Muppets one was cute that they came out on Disney Plus. That one was adorable.
Oh, with the Muppets?
The Muppet Haunted
Yeah,
Mansion. That was really
one
cute.
Fantastic.
And then they came out with the other one, which I didn't think was terrible. Because I struggle with how do you storyline this attraction? I really do.
It's easy. First of all, you get that Clancy lady who murdered her babies. You put her at the end of it. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, and well, I mean, you already have a husband murdering chick at the end of it.
But how would you storyline it in a way that's not so scary? Because the whole point of Haunted Mansion, the attraction, is that it's just kind of punny. It's not intended to be like really horror scary. It's not Halloween Horror Nights. That's where I struggle with. How do you storyline something like that? That's just as kid friendly as the attraction itself. I mean, unless you want to go down that thriller.
It's a little thumb in something. And thumb in somewhere. It's a something in cheek. I don't know.
Tongue in cheek.
Yeah. I feel like you can do it very easily, but you have to feel like you're one of the people who created the attraction. A little Gacy. You have to be a little Gacy in there for Gacy Mansion.
Wow.
No, not that kind of Gacy. You have to.
I mean, it's Master Gracie.
Yeah. You have to feel like the people who created it, and you definitely have to bring in Leslie, because her mom is Madame Leota, as far as I'm concerned. But I just I saw a bunch of people at D23, and I know that if their hearts were in the right place, and they didn't bring their politics into it, they could figure it out. It's not that hard.
That's true. It's very true. But I'm not really a professional storyteller, so there's that.
I am.
Well, where I struggle is clearly your gift. It's all good.
It's my 40. 40?
Forte.
I've had a 40 before.
Forte.
when I was younger.
Are you talking about a 40 ounce?
40? They said a 40?
It's a 40. It's a 40.
Pour that for the homies.
Hold on, guy. We have a special guest in the back.
Oh, who that?
Hold on.
Oh, you know who that is?
Yeah. What is up? Izzo's Place.
What's up,
Welcome.
Hey.
Hey there.
What's happening?
Is it pronounced Izzo or Izzo? Is it?
It's Izzo, right?
Okay.
I say it's
Right.
Izzo.
Okay, so
But
that's what I thought.
My heart warms when you of Spanish descent say Izzo.
Yeah.
So we say it either way.
Yes, that would be me. Yep, you hit that on the nail.
Hey, you can definitely drop that easily.
I just butcher every time I say his name. I just
I
call him by
say
his first
Izzo.
name.
It's Izzo. I grew up with Izzo. Like guys named Izzo. I'm just saying. As a Campione, I grew up with people with Italian pronunciations. So.
Okay, what does Campione mean? Because I don't know that in Italian.
Actually, if you were to translate it into other languages, it would be champion.
Champion, yep.
Okay,
There you go.
that makes sense.
Cool.
Champion of what?
Well, no, that's like just the name.
Just Mr. Champion? Just
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are the champions, my friend.
Señor Campeón?
I'm just saying, we'll keep on fighting to the end.
There you go.
Good Queen song.
Great.
Okay, we had our guests. We had Sunflower is actually here. And I think maybe
keeps
she's
jumping in and out.
Yeah, I'm
Did you drop
thinking
off?
it might be her audio or her Wi-Fi.
Can I say something? Because I think it's important.
Sure.
Izzo has a great background. I very much
Yes.
love Izzo's.
That's
I
real.
do love
Oh,
your
yeah.
background.
It's
That is
phenomenal.
real.
Yeah, it's not
Thank you.
fake. I know. It's
The
real.
tiny corner of the office in my shop.
Nice.
I like how you have it in like it's cornered, so you get that
good stuff.
depth.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I like that aesthetic, like a wine cellar type. Especially having lived in Europe for like
She
over a
likes-
decade.
She likes all the death behind you. She loves it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, is
Hey,
that
you
my
got
pirate
Skelly
hat?
next to you.
I mean, come on.
I just not noticed that little Skelly. That's cute.
I
It'll
love it.
say something. I don't have any coins on me.
Oh.
You feed it a coin, it talks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that an elf back there too?
What's happening?
That's an elf.
There. All right, here she be.
No.
Hold on, you guys.
No,
Let's
you're the
bring her
one
in.
who's out of this world.
In big and Izzo first.
Oh nope, she left again.
Okay, you want big and Izzo? Yeah, that's an elf back
Big
there.
and
Yeah,
Izzo. Big.
I'm big him. See, that is an elf back there.
What?
Oh wait,
I love that he's on a barrel. I love
it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Wait. Izzo. I love it. Deadman tell no tale.
Did
is
you have to
so
do that because of the guitar thing that we did? Is that did that happen because of that?
I've always loved the pirates.
I know.
Well, real quick, say hi to a few people in chat. We got Wildman of Yavin is here, and Freedom Seeker is in the house.
Hello.
Yeah, and poor Sunflower, she's really having some problems. She no more comes in, and then she gets kicked
drops
out.
off, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. hold on a
Linda's out
second
there.
here.
Linda's out there.
Yeah,
Wild
Linda's
man.
out there. Yep.
Look at all these great people. Morrowind of House El La Roca, I think.
All right.
El Rock.
All right.
El Rock. El
El
Rock.
Rock. El
Well,
Rock.
I tried to make it grander.
Well,
Roca.
All right. So let me. Nope. Yeah. Okay.
they,
Okay. So, well,
Hang on, I need to go double check because I'm smelling dinner. I want to see if it's coming soon. I'll be right back.
Go, man.
he's hangry too. He's very hangry.
could be angry. Could not be angry. Hey Izzo, I want a hat, bro. You guys send me an Izzo Place hat.
You got it. Next time I get them made up, you get the first
I
one.
want that pirate Skelly you got next to you.
$50.
No, my theme is Haunted Mansion. Oh, this is really killing me. If
I
you
actually won that
guys,
from Barry's Place 28.
dude, if you saw like the front of our house, it's got that like Caribbean Tortuga type aesthetic to it.
What, our house now?
Yeah. Like when you see the front of it, I get those vibes over like in Adventureland when you're in that Pirates of the Caribbean area because of the way the roof tile is and the,
Okay, yeah. Mhm.
you know, and it's got that Spaniard-ish type look. I don't know. To me, I'm just like, damn, reeks pirates.
We got all this haunted mansion stuff.
Like, I spent thousands of dollars on this Haunted Mansion merch and decorations, and ooh, I'm like, dang it, I am just roped in too deep. Unless I could figure out to double theme, but I can't afford that this year. So
No.
yeah, I know. I know. All right. Well, let's see here. We're going to let's get into our topic because I know this is people are just asking like, what is this? Like,
Talking about the demon hunter thing, right?
well, more like
Let's
it kind of turned into more of more into a what is Christian death metal and the whole the usual shock waves that you get from some people where they're like, that exists and how is that Christian?
What?
You know,
Lyrically, yes.
Okay.
Well, some people struggle with that, but
I know.
you can go into more of what.
I don't know what I'd go into, but
Wait, what's not Christian? Because
Oh no, we're just talking about how people tend to really ask, there's a lot of people out there that are unaware of these sub niches to the Christian music industry.
oh, they've been out there forever.
I know they have. Yeah,
was a
but you'd be
hard rock
surprised
guy,
how you read some comments and it's just like, I'm hearkening back to these conversations we had when we were dating, when you were in Soul the Savior, and you would not really complain, but you would tell me, yeah, we're not there to feed people Jesus candy music. And I remember laughing.
we're just there to get up on stage and destroy them and then get off.
You called, and you were like, yeah. And then at one point you kind of mentioned it was like corporate music, because you had a real frustration with, that there was more genres to Christian music than just what you were hearing at church.
Yeah, it's all out there. You just gotta look for it.
Yeah, you do. You have to look for it. Anyway, so
There's a lot more. Anyway,
16 and go here, and we'll do this.
You want me to move it for you? I got it.
Yes, please. Maybe hopefully she's in and won't get kicked out.
Well,
Yes, I think she's in.
just remember, Creed.
hey, you're here.
Hey,
You're here.
You guys, I'm so sorry. I know that was a pain.
No, you're here. It's good.
Yeah, you're all good.
But I was just going to say that Creed was one of those bands that I was like, y'all don't understand how Christian that band is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because my own prison defined a lot for people. They just didn't quite understand.
So the news article is Netflix has responded after a Christian metal. Can you guys see that? First of all, can you see the screen? Okay. After Christian metal band Demon Hunter revealed it is suing the K-pop Demon Hunters streamer. I don't know why it says streamer. I guess. Alleging that the similarity between the names has resulted in fans buying tickets for the wrong show. Now, I don't want to get into that specifically. It's more like comment under it that says, I remember hitting this a lot when we were dating. A Christian band named Demon Hunter. Are they really Christian if they're named Demon Hunters?
Of course.
And it's like, okay. I'm sorry. Aren't we fighting demons every day anyways? I mean,
Well,
don't we believe in the seen and unseen? I mean, it's just kind of like, but this is where I know you had some frustrations when we were dating about this kind of stuff. You're like, they don't get it. Like, I'll let you explain what was the whole basically ministry behind, and it was your band, like you put it together.
Yeah, it wasn't just me, but
I know you're being modest.
I had a part in it, but yeah. So I don't know. It was just about going out there and I don't know. It wasn't just about going out there and being preachy on stage, which is my thing. I mean, more happened after the shows than during. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah, we would just talk to folks and, people would ask questions and stuff. And, yeah, I mean, that's.
But I mean, but attending some of your shows, like you guys really had quite the set. And it really shocked because I remember distinctly there were you telling me about these two girls that were in the front row and they were kind of mocking you guys.
Oh, yeah.
The little girls that they were little
we
girls.
got on stage and
they were
we did what we would normally do, and we said a quick prayer around the drum set and everything, and and we were playing at a bar. We were playing at a bar, and all of a sudden, during the middle of the quick prayer, we were saying you heard in the background, Jesus loves me, yes, I know. And everybody started laughing. And we just got up there and completely destroyed them, And folks were like, oh, my God. trash. Yeah, it was awesome. You know, it was cool to go out there and just.
Yeah, the looks of shock of
Yeah, it
the
was pretty
delivery of the music was, I mean, you could clearly see they would go from rolling their eyes to, oh, what does this band possibly have to bring to the table? They're a Christian band. Even though you guys weren't even outwardly advertising you were a Christian band,
we
was the
weren't.
thing. I mean, it was kind of in the name, honestly, but you guys weren't preachy. It was just get up there, play your set, and get off stage. And like to your point, after the shows, yeah, there was a lot of people just enamored with, whoa, I didn't realize Christian musicians could play and play like that, you know?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was fun getting out there and kind of, and I mean, it really did get to the point where we sort of had people just kind of following us around.
I know, I remember that.
which was really cool, you know? The same folks that were making fun of us were starting to follow us around, you know, which I thought was the coolest thing. But yeah, I mean, we played a lot of different venues across Central Florida, not just churches, you know.
Yeah, I know there were bars, there were
played a lot of bars,
warehouses.
and yeah, we played at a venue in Sarasota. I don't even know if it exists anymore, called the Warehouse and everything. And
I went to one of those, I think,
Mm-hmm.
or not. I don't think you guys were playing, but it was Death Requisite that was playing. It was Dave's band.
yeah, they're still out there. Death Requisite.
That's crazy. He's still putting out music.
Yeah, they're still out there. They're on Rottweiler Records.
Really?
So yeah, if you guys want to check them out, it's a band called Death Requisite.
They've been around for years,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Dave's been busting his ass off for
yeah. We
years.
played with those guys quite a bit, and they're still around. You know,
They're good people. I
doing
love
good
Dave.
things. You know, and I remember one of the shows that we played. You know, at the time we were dating and everything, and you know, you were being the supportive girlfriend standing in the front.
Oh yes, I remember
You
this.
know, so we started playing and rocking out and stuff, and you know, the mosh pit started.
Yeah, the mosh pit, like literally right behind me. Yeah, I
And she
was in the
got
front.
knocked onto the stage.
Yeah.
And of
Literally
course,
flipped over
Yeah.
and almost flipped on the
yeah,
stage.
pretty decent crowd. She got knocked onto the stage, and I was too busy rocking out to notice.
I didn't expect you to stop playing. I was like, whatever. I wasn't even offended.
Yeah, good times. Good
One of
times.
your bandmates, his girlfriend, literally, she's like, she's like, you know, this girlfriend's gonna hang over here. And I'm like, okay.
I would go see a band and hang out with them called A Moment's Peace, and they were another one who was kind of a Christian, very almost death metal type of style.
Yeah, there's another one. I can't remember the name for the life of me that I found out about a few years ago that was from Orlando, and they're freaking fantastic. And for the life of me, I can't remember the name, but I'm sure I'll figure it out before the end of the stream. I'll let you know. But
Yeah, you're good at digging up bands, especially
yeah.
underground bands. You always been more interested in like what's not mainstream. You've
Yeah.
always been that way.
oh yeah, I mean, I like digging around. It's always been that way for me. I like trying to find the underground bands.
But we have to answer a question because we got a question from Lou. And Lou, I know you're probably out there listening. And I know we'll get through the tech difficulties at some
I
point
gotta
so he
help
can
him
be
on
on the
that.
show. I know he really wants to be on the show and he's having all kinds of
should
tech
be.
issues.
Yeah.
But the question was proposed, what is Christian death metal?
Wow.
And that kind of harkens back to that question of how can it be Christian in such a genre of music where the sound sounds so demonic? That's where the shoe pinches for a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
And
can I answer that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I honestly feel that death metal is just a style of metal. It has nothing
Yeah.
to do with sound. You know, it's just
Yeah.
the way that somebody sounds. It doesn't mean that you're demonic or not.
We
That
got
I've always-
a dad band in the back. We're going to bring him on stage. Hey, dad man, you there?
Hello.
Ultimately, I believe it comes down to the ability to growl during the course of your
Growl,
performance.
go
Yeah.
very, very low.
Yeah.
Sustain that type of octave.
Hello.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Dad
what's
Man?
up, Dad Man?
What's
I'm not-
happening?
I'm not in EV Mux very often. I realized I had to deal with the microphone setting. But greetings,
good,
everybody. How are y'all tonight?
Hey,
Good.
all right.
Welcome.
Good to hear you, Dead Man.
And
Hey,
again, the
Well, great to
concept
see
of
y'all.
the concept of the idea of death metal refers, in this case, in Christianity, to the death and resurrection, and it's a conversation about the afterlife, which everybody finds a little more offensive than they should. Like, you should be okay with the fact that you're not going to be here anymore, and hopefully you ascend with your higher power. If you're somebody who struggles with the idea of having the greater power being God and Jesus and everything else in your life. But look, I have to tell you, most of the people that I interacted with, were into Christian rock and the idea that, there was an ascendance. And I think that's ultimately what, any of these types of pieces of music refer to as an ascendance from where you are now to ultimately where you end up. And I think that that's kind of beautiful, to be fair.
Right.
Just Nita came in. Hey, thanks for being here. And we get this. This is another a reoccurring response. It's the words that can be rough, and yeah, for a lot of Christians, singing is praying twice. At least that's what it was at St. Augustine that said that, I think, and.
Or thrice or something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. And I get it, because you have praise, and even in the Protestant Christianity, you got praise and worship, and a lot of the core of their worship is in music. So, and you are praying twice, like it goes. So to a lot of Christians, it's like, well, how can you praise and worship if you don't know what you're singing? And I get that. But
boy, yeah, I agree with you.
The problem is this. That goes for non-Christian music also in that genre of that style. Once you become a fan of that style of music, you will start learning what the lyrics are and how the person sings, how that group sings, and you'll start.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, the ear is trained. You can train your ear to hear the words and the enunciations of the letters and the lyrics.
It depends on the context, though. Because if you're talking just like listening to casual Christian music, that's one thing. But in terms of corporate worship, one of the worst things is the use of the modern praise songs, which are 7-11 choruses. It's 7 words said 11 times that are repetitive, robotic. I mean,
Yeah.
And so it depends. If you're listening it for pleasure, or if you're doing it for corporate worship, the style, the words mean different things depending on the situation. I mean, because I don't think that a lot of the stuff you hear on the radio lends into a worship scenario versus
that's true.
Worship for private listening. It just it depends.
Well, no, and Dad Man, you and I agree on this. I feel like
culture, by the way.
Yeah, it's great to see you, brother. I missed you so much. But honestly, it's weird. There's a lot of Florida people here. But anyway, I'm just
you know what? Izzo is a Florida guy too. He just
I know technically so are we, and sunflowers
and sunflower. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he's a Floridian at heart.
But I'll just say it this way. It's just like, and this is why I brought up initially, and this is a while ago, but it's why I brought up Creed. Creed is a worship band. And that's something that a lot of people might be uncomfortable with, but they were probably one of the most mainstream worship bands we've ever seen out there. I mean, country music is full of people who respect the Lord and promote the Lord.
Absolutely.
And those are the people that I support. But we live in a very different world when you think about what Creed brought to the conversation. I mean, essentially, he brought the sacrament. They brought the sacrament to the mainstream, and I think we need more of that. And I think
you're also forgetting about Stryper.
Oh, for sure. But
I was thinking of Petra but Petra and Stryper kind of come from the same era. I leaned into Petra. I didn't really lean into Stryper.
I love Stryper.
And I know you love Stryper. What's up,
And
Samsar?
then not to play devil's advocate here, but then you talk about bands like Skillet. They weren't originally a Christian band. So they have music out there that's not Christian, but they also have amazing Christian music. So, it kind of
But even their non-Christian stuff is clean. It's just
Very
good
much
music.
so.
Yeah.
You
Very
know,
much
like
so.
they're not going to put anything out there that contradicts like their Christian morality and morals.
yeah.
Michael Sweet is
Well, hey, I'm going to say nice
I love
things about.
Skillet.
I'm going to say nice things about the Jonas Brothers, but I'm going to say mostly about. Like, I know it's weird. I'm saying nice things about bands I think are like, pop level. But in all honesty, I mean, like, how can you go against like a very positive kind of poppy sound that has nothing to do with anything other than having a good time? And
Yeah.
and honestly, I mean, the world around us just wants us to have a good time. The Lord demands it, to be honest.
Yeah, I do get irritated when I hear, and I read this in some Facebook groups, and I'm talking like you're very more, we call them rad trads in the Catholic world. And they can really get nasty. It's where they get very so anal about Christian music having to be even theologically correct in the lyrics. And I'm like, you guys need to chill. Like, pull the stick out of your ass. I'm sorry, but
Batman.
So
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but some of
I
the
mean,
terms here,
hey, I'm just being me. I am not perfect,
loose, and yeah, I get it.
And
wow. Okay.
So I will say,
Oh,
so
goodness.
being in the worship realm, so I've led worship for 16 years now.
Wow.
And like even more so than just ragtags, like it's even the organizations that are the churches are like, oh yeah, we can't sing that song because that song is not politically correct, or that song is not,
or it leans too
giving
much
the right
this way,
message.
leans too much that way.
Not enough choruses, too many verses, too many choruses, and it does
Crazy.
become very corporate, very, very corporate. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunately part of the genre, just Christian music in general. Like, it's just always up for criticism. Always.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's really sad because, it's just a lot of it is just good, clean, fun music. And like, just, it's like, what would you rather, even like, let's say I had this argument once with a priest, and he leaned, more on we'll say traditional. I don't want to call him a radicalist because I do like the guy. He's a sweetheart. And he kind of made the ignorant statement, how none of this, impresses me, and I looked at him and I said, well, what exactly do you expect of these kids? They're middle schoolers, and a lot of them don't even know if God exists. So where in your ministry are you meeting them where they're at?
Whoa.
So there are resources in place that meet these kids where they're at. You can't expect
There's got
them
to
to
be like a gateway.
Yeah, you can't expect them to be up here with all your theology training, and St. Thomas More and his whole dissertation on the Eucharist.
There's got to be a.
You've got to condescend yourself to their level.
Okay, but you're describing something called an outreach, and we need to get back to doing that at a level that hasn't been done in a long time.
And that was just it. This was in a religious education, like environment he was in. And I looked at him like, are you serious? Are you serious? And he was a young guy. I was really kind of shocked because he was like, in his 30s? And I'm like, dude, like, what era did you grow up in? I'm older than you. Okay. And you can't expect these kids to come up to your level. You need to come down to their level. And what would you rather them listen to? A rap song that talks about, suck your mama, versus, a corporate Christian song that, I don't know, out of the two of them, Listen to the corporate Christian stuff. It's cleaner.
But okay,
Raph,
so
give her chill pill, please.
Yeah, because look, I am a TPUSA guy. You guys probably know that, and so like I go to the events in the Phoenix metro area all the time. I've been a big part of all of that for many years, even before Charlie was martyred, however you want to call what happened to him. But I'll just say this, that there are progressive churches around us, even in the area I'm headed to, where I'm just going to say they understand the idea of outreach. Outreach is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So you have to create an event that draws young people in order to bring them in. And so that has to be the thing we're talking about, which is music. And the music has to be appealing at every level.
Exactly.
So you can have like, poppy kind of, Jonas Brothers songs, or you can have, quote unquote death metal themed kinds of stuff, but you need to appeal to everybody. And you need to add value to everybody who goes to attend one of these events. And this is the kind of thing that, again, as I get closer to the end of life, or closer to the end of life than I am to the beginning of life, it becomes more, I know that's weird to say, but I know I reached the halfway point. Okay.
So morbid.
No, it's the truth.
It's true. The older we get, the more we're faced with our immortality.
Can I start throwing in here, throw some gas on the fire?
Go ahead.
Throw some gas on the fire.
Go.
Because Erica, I don't agree with that we have to dumb down theology for younger people.
I didn't say that.
No, not you, Chris. Not you. Not you. I didn't say you, Culture. I'm just saying in general, as a principle, we need to. We shouldn't expect them to get Thomas More. That's whatever. But I tell you what, you shouldn't water down the gospel. What the true message really is. Let me finish the thought though, because when you listen to so much of the modern contemporary worship music, it's focused on our feelings and what we think, not what does the Bible say, who God is, and that we praise God. There are visions, there are dreams, and a lot of the modern music, some very popular bands that I won't name, but I will tell you privately, I do not agree. I find them dangerous for young people and weaker Christians. That's what we can't lose inside this argument. Yes, you don't want to sit here with 6-year-olds and like come at this level, but when you start them early and build them from an early framework, that's why it's important for children to be in church and grow up. And that's, like Culture said, the important part is the outreach. What the modern evangelistic movement has been is, we're going to sit here and y'all come to us instead of us going out there, get them and bring them in like the Bible has told us to do, where you can start training early and you can teach the adults. Because what I said earlier, I hate going to a church. One of the reasons we're not in church, music has turned us off so completely. We spend 40 minutes singing 3 songs. I'm sorry. That's attention span.
I've seen. I
like the old hymn.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
We turn the lights down dark, and this is in Baptist churches, Southern Baptist.
I've seen that too in the Baptist church.
The dark. We got to create this mood, and it becomes about all the songs, not what the words are in the song. And you know what? You give about 20. See, in the old days, we grew up. You had a song. Hymns went quickly. You broke it up. You had this. But what happens now is it's a production. It is from this point to this point, and in an act of service. You need some of those breaks so that anybody can focus. And
that's true. And look, and before I leave, because I need to leave because I need to have dinner. But I know, but y'all already had supper. I've not had supper, so I gotta go.
Oh, we haven't. We just have a snack before we come on.
but I will tell you this. The idea that y'all have hymnals, you should be singing songs, and they should be 3 to 5 minutes long, and it should be the majority of your service, because like praising the Lord is all about music, and that's kind of what we're talking about now. So I grew up in the Methodist faith. I'm a little bit different now than I used to be, and and as somebody who was going to be a diaconal minister, I can tell y'all that it's really important to be able to like you sing. You need a break between every single segment of what you call a worship service, and I'm sure that this very lovely lady down here at the bottom of the screen can tell you the same thing. it's important that you break up the every moment with something else, because you have to be able to reflect on whatever message is being delivered interstitially. That's the right way to describe it. So anyway, I'm going to drop out. I just want to say it was great to see y'all. And
Yeah, likewise.
I can't wait to get to Tennessee, because then I will annoy all y'all with what's going on in Chattanooga.
Rock top,
You know, I'm gonna
rock
have to
top.
drive up there.
Oh, Chattanooga's
mess
not
with you.
far from me.
Yeah, that's where the boss and I are going, and she's excited, I'm excited, and I can't wait to start building the house. So that's
You're not going to
Oh, that's fun.
Culture, not going to become
Party
a
at
volunteer
Culture's
then,
house.
are you?
There you go.
No,
There you
no
go.
Tennessee volunteers for you, though. Culture, no.
Hey, look, I would have come back to Florida, but dang, I'm just saying,
It's
just
expensive.
It,
Got-
it, well,
went up.
yeah, the cost of living is different.
Yep.
Plus, it's
The
too
heat.
hot. Yeah,
I
it's
love-
too hot.
Tennessee is
I
too
love
hot.
it hot.
And I like the water. I like water. I gotta go. I love y'all. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Tell your-
Enjoy
tell your boss I
supper.
said hello.
See you later.
So I kind of I wanted to say it while he was here, because I wanted to kind of piggyback on what well, really for not just Culture Casino, but I mean Dadman Walking also. You know, I was raised, so I was kind of different. I was raised like really strict Pentecostal. Really strict.
Oh, I know
Like
the background, yeah.
like my mom wore culottes. Y'all remember the culottes pants, where they were like the big pants that looked like a
Yeah.
skirt,
Right.
to go garden her roses, and our pastor caught her and she got put on restriction because in the Florida heat she was gardening, and Lord forbid culottes. I was like, are you kidding me? But you know, and it was very much a you know, I tell people this a lot. I was raised with the God of fire, and you know, I smite thee, and you know, and what I have found as an adult is that there is a God of love and grace and mercy, and that's through, and Eric, I can tell you this, that's through some pretty rough waters, because it has not been easy. This girl has seen a lot, and the God of mercy has been faithful. The God of mercy has been there, and because of that, I worship him. So I have a shirt actually that I got from Eternal Light, shout out. And it says, my worship is loud because my walk was hard, or something like that, or his grace was enough, or but it's people ask me all the time, like, oh, you get so emotional during worship sometimes, and I'm like, if only you knew what I've come through and what he's brought me through. He is worthy of it. He is worthy of every ounce of my worship, every ounce of my heart, every tear that I have cried during worship. He is worthy of every single one. I would not be here if it was not for him. And in so many ways, not just, oh, he gave me life. No, like he has held me together because my heart has been so broken so many times, and my soul has been broken so many times, but I've always felt him as a constant. So but like our worship, I am not in the Pentecostal faith anymore, because I found that the Pentecostal faith wants you to be perfect before you can worship God, before you can serve, before you can be the hands and feet of Jesus. You have to be perfect.
Right.
So
Nobody's perfect.
Well, let me-
exactly. Well,
Exactly.
that's the thing.
Well, here's the thing.
Only certain people were perfect.
Right. Well, listen, that's a great testimony, and that's wonderful, and you're exactly right. With everything in that, it's all due to him. One thing, though, is, one famous pastor has always said, if you find the perfect church, well, once you join it, well, no, it's the whole thing. Is the point is that well, if you think you found the perfect church, well, it's no longer perfect when you join it, because no church is
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah,
no church is
exactly.
perfect.
Exactly.
Oh, trust
makes
me.
sense.
And I do want to say that because
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. I grew up around Pentecostals, went to Bible schools and stuff. That I've got some in the family that are, and I think they mellowed somewhat. But here's the whole point to what you touch about. The idea of expecting perfection is wrong and misguided completely.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
we're all sin. That's
Absolutely.
why we're born with sin, even if babies are have sin.
Yeah.
But the thing, what I wanted to talk about is whereas before, it was all hellfire and brimstone. But the problem is, the point is balance. God has all these attributes.
Right.
He's loving. He's omniscient, omnipotent, all this stuff. But
Right.
he is. We do have to remind people that
There's consequence.
there is still the God of wrath that's coming back in judgment.
Yeah.
So what has happened to some degree, we've gone so far the other way with ignoring that because it makes people uncomfortable. Whereas before that we hit people in the street, they had people outside of concerts with stuff like that, which that's wrong. But then again, hyper grace is wrong too, because there's more to God, because he will be judged. He is a conquering king, and there is only one way to salvation, and it's an exclusive religion. And those are things that people don't like to talk about. But then again, to your point, that's a miracle. That is wonderful that you found the salvation. You found that relationship with God. That's who you praise, and all credits to do to him. And that's awesome. But the thing is, it's all of it. All of it is, God is not just one thing. He is all of it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like anything else. Like it's like chocolate. It's like fried foods. There's balance. There's there can be too much of a good thing. There can be too much grace. There could be too much
Never enough rum.
strictness. It's got to be a
Yeah,
balance, and
it's a
until you get a
balance.
balance, but and again, there's no perfect church.
Yep.
No church is going to get it 100%. I will say I wanted to touch on I just talked to one of my very old time mentors. Her husband is a Southern Baptist preacher, and they go to a Southern Baptist church. And so, we talked about worship, and her and I don't always agree, because I go to a Methodist church now, and her and I don't always agree, but we lean more towards like non-denominational, but we have the lights turned down during worship.
Right.
But it's not because of production.
Yeah.
There is a freedom that comes for people who fear worshiping in front of other people, that mood provides. And it is, because I'll tell you what, and one of our guys, our higher ups, his wife is part of our intercessory team, and she's like, Sarah, I love when I watch you worship, because I never wonder if it's true. I never wonder if you're just up there for a show, because it's not about a show. And I tell every one of the worship leaders that I've ever worshiped with, it's about me and him, and everything around me does not exist when I'm up there. And that's what that mood, that lighting provides for some people who would not worship freely if the lights were on and they had spotlights on them. And so she was like, when I explained it like that to her, because she was like talking about how she didn't like it, and I was like, well, here's what I was thinking.
Essentially, there's a psychology behind it, and I get it. But what I meant by this priest, like, condescending to himself, it wasn't in the context of teaching theology. It was just in his approach with, when he's dealing with his parishioners outside of, that teaching environment. How are you approaching your youth? How are you approaching tweens and teenagers? And that's my thing, because I'm a youth minister at heart. I did it for 7 years, and we poured our heart and souls into that ministry. And we poured it out in a way that we tried to have that balance, and it was a fight. Let me tell you, there were people that really hated us and did not want us doing this ministry.
There's nothing worse than being in youth ministry. I've seen it from
It's
some
it
so
is
hard.
rough.
and
No,
they,
it's
they,
so
they
hard.
give it out. Yeah, I agree. I understand that.
And
Yeah.
we tried our best to provide that. And you have to. You're dealing with teenagers. You're not dealing with adults, and you have to have an understanding of the era that the teens are being raised in, or what their culture is like at school, what they're being faced with in the secular world, which is a lot louder than what a lot of us are getting, maybe 2 hours a week, with exposure at church, and it's a lot. It's a lot for parents to even juggle at home. So you're playing a supporting role for mom and dad, but at the same time, you're also trying to captivate a teen or your youth in a way that's, pardon the expression, but in a teen's language, not boring. And, so what we tried to bring in, musically speaking, I can't really speak to teen culture's changing so much and so fast. I can't even speak to today's teenagers, what's going on now. But back when we were doing ministry, it was very much still a way to a teen's heart was through their music and food. Teens
music, food, and friends.
Music, food, and obviously their friends.
You
But
had me at
music and food, if you provide, and we would dig for the right kind of music, playing music videos as they walked into the room.
And a lot of them would approach me. Who is that artist?
Yeah, and he would, like I told you, Raph is a digger. He digs for those bands and artists that are underground. They're not very well known, and we even know some of these radio stations that are online only. But because they're not mainstream, you wouldn't know that there's so many.
There's a lot of very
there's a
talented
lot out
musicians and bands and
that bring it
groups out there.
every bit as talented as what these kids are hearing in the mainstream secular music world. Those Ariana Grandes and those whoever else is mainstream right now. I don't know because I'm out of touch.
I love doing it. It was cool.
I know that was your favorite thing, was going through the music list and updating it every week. But we usually had represented a rap artist, different styles of rock, because rock in itself and metal has subgenres, and then the poppy music, almost like your K-pop Demon Hunter type, K-pop type
punk and all
music,
kinds
punk.
of stuff. Yeah,
We even dug up some old stuff because the kids didn't know it was old. They were following Christian music, because you could actually bring something in from like the 90s and the kids didn't even know it was that old, because they're not in tune to it. But there were a lot of times that the kids would come to us and say, hey, where do you get your music from? Because I've never heard of any of these bands, and we love the music. And it was always the music, like the style. But we were also very careful. We paid attention to the lyrics. Of
course.
We were very careful to curate. Okay, because we know there were some artists, at least one artist I had to stop. I actually had to stop showcasing because they became controversial with some very basic biblical concepts. And I was like, that's it, you're out, because I cannot in good conscience lead these teens that their parents are entrusting me with, for you to find this artist and follow this artist, and it just completely undoes, potentially undo what your parents are trying to do at home. And I'm playing a supporting role in that. I'm not raising you, but I am playing a supporting role. So there were some artists that were good at first, and then we had to nix because it was too risky. But yeah, it was a constant balance of, and it's funny because we always had our critics.
We even had parents come and, we love what we're doing,
We had some critics too that, thought because that's what we were showcasing, that somehow the message was being muddled or watered down. And it's like, no. We may be delivering the message in a language, teen language, that they can understand, but that doesn't mean that we're,
not teaching them.
It doesn't mean we're not teaching them.
You'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there were times where we actually spoke more on deeper, broader concepts and biblical more than even what the kids were getting in mass. So we talked about the hard stuff, and and I would get frustrated with our priests because it's like, why aren't you guys talking about this stuff? I'm not afraid to get into it, and go deep, with, spiritual warfare was my big thing.
The kids love that.
Getting into
Spiritual
like
warfare.
demons and angels and really getting into spiritual warfare. There's very seldom nowadays you hear sermons and that kind of stuff. But every October, I would start a series centered around that spiritual warfare. And the kids absolutely ate it up because they had heard some things, but they didn't know how deep it went. And then, of course, I had, volunteers that had direct experiences with, we'll say the occulticism,
The demonic.
with the demonic, and they had their own personal testimonies.
It's okay to say it,
Well, I know, but it's,
I know. I'm teasing.
Ladies,
You were going to say something, Tom?
Yes, Dadman has to leave.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. I hate belling out. I'm loving this conversation. That's maybe another day, but some things that come up I got to take care of. And y'all have a wonderful night.
Man.
Thank y'all for being here.
You
I will
too.
catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye, Dad,
Thanks,
man.
Dad Man.
Hey, Dadman.
Bye. How do I get the exit on this thing?
Top right-hand corner, you'll see your name. Hit the
got
drop
it.
down.
Log out. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye. So I wanted to kind of piggyback on you, Erica, because we were part of the youth ministry too, and so it is 100% difficult. But like, I was a corporate trainer for many years, and even teaching adults, I had to go through training on how to teach and the different methods of learning and how people learn different ways.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, more to your point, like, you're not watering it down, you're bringing it to where they're going to learn it. Just like, teachers use songs in school. And I remember vividly my kids coming home from school and they would sing these songs, and Miss so-and-so taught me this song. And then years
That's how I knew
later,
what a conjunction was.
Exactly. No,
Schoolhouse Rock.
I'm telling you, and they then even years later they would, they could still recite it because they have put it to memory because it was in a song, and so like music is more like, I think it should get more credit than it does, because the bottom line is that it is a universal language that we all speak. You think
we
about
learned our
every
ABCs by
language,
learning the ABC song. That's
exactly. But think about every culture in the world. They have music. What is the one central thing they all do? They all use music because music lifts us. Music moves us, and it teaches us. So while other people may think that focusing more on the worship with kids is watering down the gospel, well, no, kids aren't going to learn theology the way that you and I learn theology. Kids are not going to sit down and read the Bible from cover to cover. Kids aren't going to sit down and be still for a full 45-minute devotional.
Gosh, we were at the point
Be
that
still for 15 minutes. What are you talking
Dude, at the point we were leaving youth ministry. No, this is the training that came down for me. We had, get this, the statistic of the attention span of a teenager. And this was when TikTok was, because this was just like 5 years ago. TikTok was a thing, short-term videos. No kidding. This is no exaggeration. 7 seconds. Not even minutes. You have 7 seconds in your intros to catch their attention,
and keep
or
it.
you've lost them, and keep it.
So wait a second. So
That
you're
is
saying
hard.
a bull rider at 8 seconds is out of luck?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's insane. And and I did have this because the program that we ran is a program we subscribed to, and it was called Life Teen was what we ran, and it's a movement very much evangelical based in the Catholic Church, and it's been very well established over the years, grown immensely since 1985, and we had our critics. The people I would run into that just, and I would have to consistently debunk, whatever the misconceptions were, where they were hearing it from, but they had these misconceptions that, yeah, we were muttering down the message. And it's like, no, just because I'm using a method of teaching that is, works for youth, proven and works for youth, doesn't mean that we're not changing the theology, not at all. That was the first thing. And then secondly speaking, we're not in any way watering down or changing the message, and a lot of times what teens want, they just want to be respected. They don't want to be called kids. They don't want to be treated like kids. While at the same time, cognitively speaking, they understand they're not adults. They won't say it, but they do know that. They just want you to treat them
with respect.
Just be candid. Just be candid and honest. And let me tell you something. The more authentically, candidly honest you were, the more respect you garnered from them, and they would let their guards down and they would open up to you.
We had some cool kids.
But we did. We had some really cool kids, and they would surprise you all the time.
I miss it so much, but I also know that I know a lot of the youth in our church, and I'm like, I don't know. But that's also why I'm so popular with my daughter's friends. All of my daughter's friends are like, you have the coolest mom. And it's like, but because I think parents forget that every battle doesn't need to be fought.
Exactly.
And so their kids feel like their parents are only there to fight with them, because that's all they do. Pick your battles.
Yeah.
And when I go to my daughter's school and her friend runs up to me and she goes, "Oh, you're Kissy Missy's mom," and I'm like, "Yes," and she's like, "Oh my gosh, she talks about you all the time," and I'm like, "Oh, she tells you how mean I am," and how she's like, "No, she tells us how awesome you are," and I'm like, "Be still my heart. My daughter brags about me," even though I embarrassed her this morning when I dropped her off at school. She's like, "Mom, stop it." But in the end, she loves having me around, but it's because I have opened that door,
Yeah.
I've opened that door for open communication. When she has questions about theology, she comes to me. She doesn't have to come to her friends, come to her so she could come to me,
yeah, it's like a chain. Yep. And we're taught in youth ministry to expect that. Yep.
And as parents, we have to work harder at that, because I think when we do that, the conversations, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday about this, because she was like, "How do you do the birds and the bees talk?" I was like, if you have an open relationship with your children,
it's not hard.
It's just going to come up.
It's natural.
Naturally.
Yep.
It naturally is going to be a conversation that they're not going to be weirded out by.
If you make it weird, then they get weird. Yeah.
Oh, I still remember when, oh my gosh, when the kid's dad said, "You need to have a conversation with Kissy Missy about that girl thing." And I'm like, she already knows. Like she knows. Oh, he's so weirded out by that. He's like, you don't appreciate what it's like to be a girl dad until you've had that conversation. And I'm like, so he's like, you need to have this conversation with her. And I'm like, okay. So I sat her down and I said, "So Haley, your dad wants me to have a conversation with you." And she goes, "Wait a second." She goes, "Are you going to give me the birds and the bees conversation?" And I said, "No." She's like, "Oh, good, because my friend told me all about it. It was so disgusting." Or no, she said, "My friend told me that she found out about it and it was so disgusting." And I was like, okay. So we went into the whole conversation, and then towards the end, I was like, So do you want to have the birds and the bees conversation now?" She goes, "No." She was like, "I don't want to," because her friend had told her that she had heard about the birds and the bees and that it was disgusting. And I was like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It
I
should
think
be
a lot of
disgusting for the
us-
rest of your life.
I'd say a lot of us Gen Xers, we learned a lot more at school and on the streets than we did from our parents.
I would have never
Oh,
gone to my
man.
mom to talk about that.
Oh no, me
Never.
neither. I would have. Back then they actually had, at least in the school district I know we were in, they actually implemented some of those things in the curriculum.
70s and 80s. Get back
Yeah.
to you
Well,
later.
They do it now, but they started off in 5th grade now. In 5th grade, they have a puberty conversation. Not
For us
necessarily
it was
birds and the
4th grade.
bees.
For us it started in 4th grade because girls were at the
I know.
youngest at that time. At the youngest
So
at the
sad.
reported was like 9 years of age. That girls, yeah. And the conversation had to get started as early as 4th grade. Now it didn't. It was just purely medical. It wasn't any getting into any like morality behind it. It was just this is medically your anatomy and physiology, you know. And I had parents that worked in the medical field, so that's how I was looking at it. That's how I was raised at home. Like there's nothing gross about it. It's the human body, you know. And dad being an X-ray tech, mom was always working in some kind of medical setting, whether it was medical records, NICU.
Meanwhile,
unit
I tell
clerk.
my kids that it's a no-no spot. They still say no, and Huggy Wuggy has this whole song I guess he learned from his friends. He's like, no, don't touch me there. That is my no-no square. And I'm like, I can't.
Wow.
I can't. I'm like, this child, I can't make it up. Like this
I could
kid is
see that
just
coming from
nuts.
him.
Oh
It's
my
just-
gosh.
yeah.
He's a trip and a half. I mean, he is a personality. He wants to be on here so bad. It's crazy.
I know. And there's, you got to be careful with kids and social media.
But,
I know he's really wanting to be a part
He's a
of.
mess. I told him that I would talk to one of the guys about doing a video game because he really wants to do a video game live. He wants to kick somebody's butt on YouTube. So I don't know.
Maybe we'll do a video game stream one time and he could play like Mario
I
Kart
was
or
like,
something with us.
I can't with this child.
We should all play Mario Kart.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we
would
could, 'cause,
love that.
Let's do it. Let's do
We
it.
have 2 Switches, so we can do it.
You know,
So-
and we have one. I think we got the charger to it. I have
If
to
you
ask Christian.
put the
It's-
switch onto the TV and
Yeah.
you have the 2 controllers, you can play, I think, online through it, both at the same time.
Mhm.
Izzo, do you have one?
I do. Should be able
Ooh.
to join
See, let's
Yeah, we should do this.
it.
That would
Keep
be
going
fun.
down.
Anyway,
have-
so I kind of knew the conversation was gonna obviously go down a rabbit hole because that's just what happens.
Because I
on
got on
here.
the live. That's why.
No, it's just what happens on, we get on a topic and then we kind of go down a rabbit hole. But
It's that ADD life.
no, it is the
I just
ADD
wanna
life
hear-
very much.
Hey, Tom, I sent you some stuff. Check it out.
Yeah, he's probably sent you some of his.
Which way did you send it, man? To the cell phone?
Text.
Okay,
Text,
I'll check it
yeah.
out afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the name of the band is Monotheist.
That's that and it.
Yeah. They're from Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's funny.
But
My
music, the
cousin
fabric
was a
of our
part
lives.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Don't make me break out my diss track.
Oh Lord. So my cousin lived in Puerto Rico he grew up in Puerto Rico and he was in a Christian death metal band. And
Know that? How is it? I've known you all these years and never knew that. Or
Yes.
did I just
And
forgot?
it's so I'm sure that I've mentioned it, but
You gotta
in
give me the
passing,
details on. You gotta
Yeah,
give me the
So-
Kristen now
details
wants
on
to
that.
know.
it was a Spanish Christian death metal band. So,
Wait a second. I think I do remember you saying it's very vague and foggy
Yeah.
in my brain, but it's triggering
And
an
it's so
almost
funny.
memory.
because to this day, this man has hair longer than I do, and he still dresses like in his black and gray and like just very, but
That's cool.
he is the lead worship leader at his church.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Like that's the thing is people don't understand that. And I remember people say, I'd say, you know, my cousin is in a Christian death metal band. How can a death
See,
metal
that's
band
the
be
same reactions
Christian?
we get.
Oxymoron.
I was listening to you
It
guys
exists, I
talk
promise.
about that, and I was like, I was screaming in my head. I was like, because it's a genre. All
Yeah,
it is a
exactly.
genre. It's just a technique. It's just the technique of how the composition of the song is done. It has nothing to do with the words. So, and
yeah, it's the style of music and the lyrics is what makes it gets it the Christian category in the genre.
And if you need to know the lyrics because you don't understand what they're saying, you should go back to the 90s kid thing and open up the cassette thing and read the lyrics. That's what I used to do every time. I did that with every CD and every tape.
Now, if there's a video, closed caption it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're in the digital era.
It get you close.
Sometimes they have it on YouTube with the lyrics already on it. Like, come on, it's not that hard. Technology is here.
Anyway,
people use it.
I feel really bad, Izo. I am so sorry. Did you have anything to say? I feel like we're just like taking over, and you poor thing.
I can talk all day, and I don't know. In a group, sometimes I get quiet. I don't know, but I've been loving this conversation. I had a ska punk band in the late '90s. We weren't a Christian band, but we were all Christian.
That's
I've been loving this
cool. You gotta send me that.
I have a
info, man,
friend,
I'll find it.
and she is, and to this day, her go-to music is ska punk. That is, yep. And in the Christian, she just loves it.
Oh, I love it.
Oh man.
All right. Yeah, it was fun.
I forgot about, and it was kind of short-lived a little bit. Ska music, particularly. Wasn't it?
It's been around for a while.
I know it's been around, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like it came up in the mainstream for a while, but
punk.
But it didn't.
Punk.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was kind of short-lived as the mainstream. It was there, and then it just kind of phased out quickly.
That is so cool.
Yep, that bass. It's missing a string. It's out.
I was gonna say there's a string missing.
That's awesome.
Wow.
It's my fretless, non-fretless bass.
Oh,
that is awesome.
Nice.
That is so cool. That is really, really cool. So I am not well versed in this type of genre, so y'all are gonna have to.
I'm not really either.
Perform.
I didn't really get into it.
Whatever you do, I'm never gonna let you guys listen to my friends who had a ska punk band, and it was called Felix Frump, and we had a song called Liquid Forehead. You just don't want to know what that's about.
Liquid Forehead. Okay.
I'm gonna look that up. Can I find that online somewhere?
No, don't you? He just said you can't listen to it.
The ladies might not want to.
Raph, you rule breaker.
Oh.
That laugh.
Did you find it?
I'm looking.
That laugh.
I am looking.
They're from New Jersey back in the 90s, 2000s. Late 90s, early 2000s.
Forehead.
Let's see here.
Yeah, when I was doing
Felix
youth
Frump.
group, when I was in the youth ministry, I found that a lot of the kids that were in the youth group, like when I would play, like you said, my playlist was Skillet and DC Talk and Ichobi Mac and
way
all that
back
stuff.
in the day.
That's taking it way back.
That's going way back. I know.
And they're like, "Who's this?"
Dude, I remember people having a problem.
What is this? And I'm like, it's Christian rap. What are you talking about? And they're like, there's Christian rap? And
Yeah,
I'm
like it was. Yeah, like rap wasn't allowed to have Christian lyrics. It was like
I was like,
almost
there's
like a
Christian
taboo
music everywhere. You just have to look for it.
Dude, do you remember the controversy over the song Jesus Freak by DC Talk? There were actual groups that had a problem with it.
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
they thought it meant that it
That
was portraying
Jesus was a
Jesus
freak?
as a freak. I'm like, are you? Like I said, there's a special.
Are you old enough to remember when Striper started getting all their pushback for the hell with the devil?
No, I didn't really follow Striper. My band, like 80s hair band, was Petra. That was absolutely love Petra. I didn't really get into Striper.
If you look at how much crap they got in the beginning, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard they got a lot of crap for that.
They did, and people were like, "Oh, you're this way, you're that way, you're worshiping," and it's like, just listen to
Yeah,
the
they got a
words.
lot of pushback from the Christian community, I heard.
Yeah.
I went to a Striper concert in Orlando, not even a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years
Man,
ago.
I would
What? Are
love
you
to see them live.
And let me tell you, it was packed.
I bet.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. That's like if Petra did some kind of reunion tour, it would be insane.
Yeah, Striper,
We're
they're still out there
going
playing.
wherever it is.
On a rare occasion, I will listen to some of their old stuff, and it's just like makes your your hairs just stand on the back of your neck and your arms because the music is so good, and you kind of forget, because you listen to so much music as you get older. There's so much out there, and it's just like, dang, like I forgot how good you guys were, and it just really takes me back.
And the funny thing is when you see them live, the audience, everybody's nice. It's like nobody, they have some really diehard fans, and they'll be like, "Hey, we used to dress like that. These guys look better than we did back then." It was kind of hilarious when they do it. And just a good show, and those guys can really play a lot more than you think.
Yeah,
And some of their phrasing is it's extremely hard. The dueling guitars is not easy.
Oh,
And if
yeah.
ever
Are
noticed
you
the
kidding me?
drummer-
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
The drummer plays sideways, so you could see what he's doing.
That's really cool.
And his
That's
drum
really
set
cool.
is sideways, so you could watch him actually do what
Yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
It's very interesting to see them, and I'd go see them again live.
Yeah.
Again, without even a question. And I wonder
Have you
if-
seen the Newsboys concert? Their drummer, like their drummer's set comes up on a platform and turns this way and then spins while he's playing.
Oh, good Lord.
What on earth? This is Cirque du Soleil. Like
That's
he's
like
strapped
Tommy
in
Lee
like he's
stuff.
on a roller coaster.
Yeah, it is like
And I'm
Tommy
like,
Lee stuff. Yeah.
I took a video of it and showed it to the drummer at our church, and I was like, "This is what we're doing next, okay? Just so you know, just be ready." He was like, no.
Part of that might be like as we're getting older though, because I know maybe 6 months I went into a mosh pit for the first time in a while, and I was like the dad of the mosh pit. I'm picking people up and helping people out, and like even after the show, I'm just running around fist bumping people. Like I don't know.
That's
Maybe
so
we're just
cool.
getting older and milder somehow, even if we're still in a mosh pit.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Oh
makes
my
me think of the commercials. What's
goodness.
the commercials like stopping you from becoming
been
your
so long.
parents?
Oh, I've seen those.
It makes me think of.
Oh,
We
it's
don't
like
talk
like
to people about their potty.
Isn't it like a car insurance? It's like a car insurance commercial.
It's a progressive
Oh my
commercial, I think it
gosh.
is.
Good
And
Lord.
he's like trying to help people stop from becoming their parents, stop them from becoming their parents. Oh my
Listen,
gosh,
last
I
couple
can't.
of mosh
They'll
pits I
make me
went
laugh
to-
so much.
As Izzo says, before I started having my neck and back problems, yeah, it was bad. Nothing like some good, friendly, violent fun.
Yeah.
Listen, so
I can't do it nowadays.
Give yourself a
Eric
kick
and
to
I
prove
were
yourself
not
sick.
always the sweet and lovable girls you see before you. We were like very rebellious, and
Wait.
went to-
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
Dude, it was
Whoever
bad.
said you guys are sweet and lovable in the first place? That's an assumption.
No, I know. Well,
Like
some of us
I might
think
kind of
that.
need to plead the fifth because if mom's watching this, she might have a heart attack.
Oh, please. She knew. She knew half the stuff
No,
we were
she
up
probably
to.
didn't know.
So for those of you who don't know, Eric and I were sisters from another mister. So we lived together in high school, and we went to a club or two. But I will tell you, I can't even be in crowded places like that anymore. I'm like, how did I do this as a kid? Like,
Yeah, we had a different energy level back then, that's for sure.
I'm like,
gosh, I'm
you
sorry.
wait for me, like, get
I'm
off
just going
me.
back and thinking of all the stuff we did, and I'm like, wow.
I'm telling you, pour it out. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
Do we do a memoir of the 90s?
Is that
Oh my
that what pour it out
gosh,
is
I feel
supposed
like-
to be?
I feel like we should make a sign like NDAs or something. We should have done an NDA in the 90s. This goes to our grave.
Well, that's why we didn't have cell phones back then, because Lord God Almighty,
Yeah,
if there
we
were
away
cell
with a
phones
lot
out
because there was no phones. Could you imagine us doing what we did back then today?
So much trouble.
No.
So much trouble.
I'm pretty sure, judging by the look on Izzo's face and what me, we would both probably be sitting in like a maximum security someplace.
Yeah, our running joke was like, if I'm not bailing you out, it's because I'm right next to you in the middle of the jail. You're like, so you're gonna have to call somebody else to bail us out. Yeah.
Look, man, we were conniving teenagers. Like, we would have what we would do for freedom and to hang out with our friends.
Was the worst. She always played the goody two shoes, but she was the instigator. I was with her, and she was like, "Have you ever snuck out?" And I'm like, "No, I've never done that." She's like, "Oh, stick with me, sister. Stick with me." Like,
I was quite the instigator. Yeah,
she was. I'm like, she got me in trouble.
That'd be a great merch shirt. Erica was the worst.
Erica
Let's do it.
was guilty.
Let's do it.
That's what I'm like. Mom, it wasn't me. It was Erica.
Yeah, that's on the back. It wasn't me. Erica was the worst.
And all her
There's
fault.
a song. It wasn't me. And then you got Sunflower over here. I was the innocent one.
Yeah, so I wasn't 100% innocent, but I will say
we conspired together. Absolutely. I mean, we were basically like twins, except we were but we did date a set of twins, and that was some great stuff.
that was interesting. That was
the
that
whole
was very
switching places
interesting.
on their girlfriends and the switching places to do each other's legal stuff. That was on another level of
Listen, that's a whole other show, Mama.
Hey,
that is a whole other show.
And no judgment, because I got to tell you, there are benefits to having a real twin. Just saying what
sure.
I witnessed. I was like, I'm jealous. I don't have a twin I can do that with, but I got this, my best friend living with me, and it's close enough.
Hey, we got this.
Can get away with
I
some
have
stuff.
pictures, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save all these really great pictures from when we were in high school all the way till now. That I think I'm going to reveal one every single show.
Hey, look, I'm just glad we didn't get photos back in the 90s, because we didn't have these. So whatever photos you got are going to be pretty innocent. So I'm
is
not
that
really
gonna
worried.
be a 4-hour show now with those pictures coming out?
Well, no,
Maybe.
I'm going to tease one every single week, every single live.
Wait,
I will
look
tease
at the phone
one.
and go, tickle, tickle, tickle. How are you? Oh, come on.
No, they're interesting ones. I question a lot of my life choices in like makeup, and like the fashion was okay, but the makeup, I was like, man, I should have known better. I'm so glad that I don't do my makeup like that anymore. Like, but like I still have pictures of us from like Twin Day. And
those are in the yearbook. Those are easy to dig up.
Oh my god!
I'm
Well, I
pretty
have
sure
the
Izzo
color pictures.
Is happy he doesn't do his makeup the way he used to either.
Color pictures.
Great.
Jeez. It's nuts how, okay, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but because we do need to wrap up, but we do need to plug in what we're planning here.
What we're working on.
With Sunflower.
You forgot one thing.
And
what did we forget?
We probably forgot.
You forgot to do the whole dang thing with the people on the friggin' video that you were talking about.
Get video.
The Disney people.
I know. I thought I had the video and I can't find it.
What Disney?
I'm like really
He's got
pissed
his
at
ass
myself.
That's really cool. I like that. Is it frozen?
let
Is that
me
why
see
it's,
it.
is it? Did you put it in the
Well,
freezer?
It's got cold beer in it,
Uh,
but it
oh
also
my
just
goodness,
has a
those are
weird
so cool.
frosted
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
really cool. I
I
like how
like
it.
love
that.
that.
I like the look of that. Okay,
Like
sorry,
that
yeah, we didn't do this at the
gradient style.
beginning, but I've got Irish breakfast
Look at
tea.
that
Your
sticker.
favorite,
Look at your
because you love
look-
tea.
Nice.
I
I
know
haven't
you
had some
hate it.
Irish breakfast tea in a while. That's good stuff. I'm
Oh.
IPAing myself.
It'll grow hair on your chest.
The tea or the IPA?
The tea, but I mean,
Both.
yeah,
It's
the
a
IPA
toss-up.
probably would too.
It's a toss up. What do you have, Mr. Ton?
I drank it.
Oh, you finished it. Is that a
The
Dunkin'
rum is
cup?
gone.
Oh no.
Dutch Brothers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we just had one open
I was gonna
up around
say-
here.
If you had a Dunkin' one, I had a
But-
Dunkin' one too. I ran to Dunkin's while before I
it could
got
have
on
been
here.
rum. It could have been.
See, now the rum is
Coffee.
gone.
It could have been rum, coffee, and Coke.
That's what I
See,
say about my baseball mom
Pirate will
cup.
never
I'm
tell.
like, you never know what's in it. It might be mommy juice. It might be water.
I am really.
No one knows. I might not know.
I thought I had sent that video to myself, and I thought I had posted it on X, and it's. So it was a video of these Disney guests in the EV scooters, and they were literally in a circle, like doing a parade, just driving like maniacs in a circle and doing these selfies like they were doing something for TikTok or Instagram or whatever. And it was really kind
Bizarre?
of disturbing. Very bizarre, because in in the middle of it, one girl ran into the other girl's EV and she went like this, and they thought it was funny and cute. And I wanted to get your take on it because, you know, you are a person that, you know, has to get around on a scooter, especially in theme parks. And now there's all this buzz. It's kind of gone viral, and now there's buzz in the theme park world that there's a scare that Disney may even crack down on you proving why you need to be in such a vehicle to get around.
The thing is this: if you bring your own, they really can't.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
and-
I was gonna say, but
you know
I guess
what?
they rented
But-
them.
Rental
Let me tell you something though. They've got restrictions on bringing your own strollers.
stroller is different than a mobility device for a person on.
I
it.
don't know, but it's Disney. Like, you know,
Yeah.
they do the weirdest
I mean-
things
It's
that don't
very
make any
simple.
sense.
It's very simple for me on that. I don't freaking go there.
Well, I know that.
Me either, Tom. Me
Just
either.
the springs. That's it.
So I
love the springs.
so that to me
I like
it-
sitting in the you know the warm springs, but that's a different story.
I just want to know who's upstream of that stream. But
I wanted to get your take because
Coffee
I
now,
know
bourbon later. I love it.
Ooh, I love it.
this would
Okay.
kind of, if you were like this would down the road, maybe would
There's
have
a
for
chance
somebody
this
like
is
you.
bourbon.
Oh my gosh.
I would put there's a chance there's both, you know? A little bit of bourbon in my coffee, please, or a little bit of coffee in my bourbon. Which one?
You're not pouring a bottle that has my name on it, right?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. So that's an interesting question because you know, I say it all the time. The few ruin it for the many.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of things that the theme parks have had to crack down on because a few idiots ruined it for the rest of us who needed it, right?
Right.
So, I mean, right now, even at Universal, Six Flags, I have to prove why I need to have accommodations. So, and I mean, you know, when people look at me from the outside, they're like, "Oh, you're fine." I'm like, "Have me stand up in the heat and then give me 5 minutes. Come talk to me after." You know, when you're picking me up off the floor, then let's have a talk. You know, just because I don't look it on the outside does not mean it's not happening on the inside.
Right.
To look at me, you would know that my heartbeat was going 144 beats per minute just from standing up. You wouldn't know that because I don't show you that, but my watch knows it, you know?
Okay. I found the video. I finally found it.
Okay. You gonna play it?
I just
And then
yeah,
I'll
just
comment after?
keep talking, and I'll put
Okay.
it up here. in a second.
So for me, what really, really bugs me about this is that already it is so hard. Like when I'm trying to get around in a public place, that's why I'm saying like being in a public environment where there are like tons of people around, I just get so claustrophobic, and nobody cares about people with disabilities. Nobody cares. Like there is no common courtesy for the people who are having to use the devices without without choice. Like it's not, we're not just doing it for fun.
Here's the video, and this is what's kind of going viral last few days.
Okay.
I'm not going to play the audio.
Can you click on it so it's like
Can you guys see it?
But you got to make it bigger.
barely?
Oh,
Yeah.
let me see if can I make it
There
bigger?
should be a thing.
It's not giving
Maybe
me an
not because
option.
it's Instagram.
I don't.
So they're just
Unless,
racing
hang on,
around.
Raph is.
They're just going around in like a parade circle thing, hamming it up, and
I don't know
Now-
what guys are using. So, yeah, you get the picture.
Using Opera.
So are we sure that they're just a bunch of young kids?
no,
I would say no. They're anywhere from I would say young adult to middle aged, but mostly middle aged.
and they're just
Those
No,
are
no,
rental
circles.
EVs.
and they're rentals, yeah.
Yeah,
which-
'cause those
which
are the-
is a total different thing because I think you
They
can just
can crack
walk up
down
and
on
rent
EV.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can do that. And the problem is that's in park rentals. There's
Mhm.
there's companies that'll rent EVs to people
Oh, yeah.
privately, which is different.
Yeah,
The-
I
the
rented
in
one when I
park-
went to Universal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
There's
Yeah, and they're
companies
running-
now that will
and-
bring them to your hotel.
I've
Well,
had
and then
to
they're
do-
running into each other like it's bumper cars. I mean, and they're really like parading themselves like this is cool.
Mhm.
And they're pretty much blocking the walkway there of guests, flow of traffic for guests,
Being
pedestrians.
obnoxious, basically. They're
Yeah,
just
no, it
being
is very obnoxious. It's like, what's your point? And it's and I don't even know if this entire group needed the scooters or if they just rented them because they didn't want to be on their feet all day.
That's why I asked if it was just a bunch of kids, because
No, they're
you know,
older. They're like our age, maybe 30s to 40s. Yeah.
That's
Like,
the
they're-
reason I
they're
ask is because
old enough to know
who
better.
knows? I mean, they are, but I think it's stupid that they would do that. Anybody who has, I don't know, anybody who has a true disability would not. Right. I would love to say that maybe it was like invisible disability, like get together or whatever, and they were having fun.
I
but
have an invisible one too. You can't tell I'm like
Yeah, like
Balance
Linda
issue.
says
Yeah.
right here, probably just rented them and don't have a need for them. And then it's
Yeah.
taking away
From
from
the people
people
who
that
need
need them
them.
because they will rent out for the day. There have been
Oh,
times
yeah.
where they have no wheelchairs, they have no more EVs, they're all gone for the day.
yeah,
they've been all
that's
rented
why
out.
I have my own now, because I did rent one when we went to Universal, but it was so like it wasn't as convenient as you would think it was. And so now I have my own. Hey. So now I have my own, but that it bugs me because people are so inconsiderate of people in EVs in the parks. Like I just recently went to a Braves game with a family from from Huggy Wuggy's baseball team. And now I will tell you, the employees at the stadium were amazing. They treated me like a princess, which is not always the case because a lot of people would look at me and go, excuse me, ma'am, what are you doing? Like, seriously, let's be real. You don't need that. They were not like that. I was sitting patiently in my scooter in line because it was like a giveaway day. And so people are trying to get in there as quick as possible before the giveaway goes away and before they run out. But I was just sitting patiently there in line waiting to get in. And one of the employees comes over. He goes, "Sweetheart, what are you doing all the way over here?" And I was like, sitting in line. He's like, "You need to be over here," and brings me over to a line that's got like 3 people in it. And I was like, what is happening right now? But he had to clear a path for me because people will just stand there and look at you. Like, what? What do
Yeah.
you want me to do?
I
I'm
ran
just going
into
to stay
him.
here. And it's like,
Because when I went to the Striper show, I actually was on my scooter.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk at the time
well,
before my
and
surgery.
that's the
And
thing is long distances are really hard, you know? So for things like that, especially if I want to be in the heat, I have to be able to sit down. And
Right.
you're never, anywhere you go, you're never guaranteed that you're going to find a seat somewhere. And people are just as inconsiderate about giving their seat away to somebody who needs it. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
usually just end up sitting on the floor, which is not
Ooh,
comfortable.
and that's not
And then
good either.
trying to get up from the floor is not helpful. So, so they were really great, but the employees were really great about making sure that people were making a way. But in times where I can't now.
yo, you stole my tri-horn. Give me that back.
I apologize. I had to.
Talk with a straight face.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
That's hysterical.
Okay, you're gonna make me come with my pirate stuff next week, right? We're both gonna,
All right, but we really do need to wrap up because we have to eat.
Yes.
But I wanted to close on that note with this because I know this is a topic that definitely hits home
Is
for you.
near and dear.
And yeah, it's very near
Absolutely.
and dear. But yeah, people don't do this. Come on.
Yeah.
Have some common
You
sense,
make it
some
harder for
courtesy.
people like us, and people, if you are making light of it, then nobody's going to take it seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the bottom line is nobody's going to take it seriously.
Yeah.
Well,
real
and we
quick.
have enough issues with ADA.
Yeah, that we do. All right, so real quick, let's go around the room. Tom, what do you got going on on your socials?
well, I come hang out with you. I mod everywhere, and I got some stuff going on with Bark Magnitude, which is my second channel, which is basically songs and stuff done from the view of your pets. We just released the Rabbit Ninjas, and they are hilarious. Please go check them out and give them a like.
Heck
and
yeah.
you never know what's coming up next.
Yeah. And Izzo, what you got going on your socials? If
Well,
you want people to follow you.
I do have an X. I've got an Instagram. I need to do better about following or looking at them. But I'm using this as a jump off. I'm going to start posting videos again. Woodworking, Whiskey, and Whimsy. That's the name of the
Ooh.
game. Family
Nice.
friendly despite the alcohol content.
There you go.
That is awesome. And then me and Sunflower, we got an announcement to make, don't we?
Yes, we do. Do you want to
We are launching a new stream, new day of the week at a new time slot, featuring us two ladies and maybe a few of our other friends that want to join or can join. And I don't know what, we're just going to be talking.
You never know what shenanigans we'll come up with.
From current events to,
Theme parking.
maybe parenting, just life. We're just going to be talking life, kind of like what we do here, but maybe a little bit more structured and,
What
and,
structure?
But anyway, it's, we are calling it Pouring It Out will be the name of the stream. And I know we're really excited to kind of give, our perspectives to a lot of there's so many things that come down in the news that just pertain to, that just warrant conversation, So there again, it's same theme of coffee and chit chat with friends just on a different day of the week. We're
Just
shooting
with
for
the
Thursday.
bantering bells.
Yeah, we're calling each other bantering bells, but the name of the stream is Pouring It Out, where
Pour it
we
out,
literally just
yeah.
pour it out. We pour out whatever the craziness is of that week. It could be theme parks that we might be piggybacking off of a little bit from that park place, maybe even pro show. It's just which is all vastly theme parks and current events, and maybe other things that aren't so mainstream that you don't hear about that warrant a good conversation, so I would say we're shooting for Thursdays at 3 p.m.
Eastern Mountain?
Eastern, would be Eastern time for, because it's easier to do Eastern time. So yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays is what we are shooting for. So we're hoping to launch, in 2 weeks. Fingers crossed.
2 weeks.
The rumor is you got theme music already.
We sure do. It's
We
so
got some-
awesome too.
And
I like it.
we got some work to do. We got some little video stingers we got to work on and create our studio. And I know you got a super cute little logo that you created, and I'm excited for that. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on. And of course, vlogging content. If I can find that infernal gimbal.
We got to find that gimbal.
I can
but
do
we're
that.
going to get out there and
Vlog El Paso and all the cool places.
Just said vlog.
Vlogging. No,
Let's
I'm not
not-
gonna.
I was
Let's
like,
not
gonna
flog people.
out. How are you going to do that?
I don't think that's allowed
Vlogging.
anymore.
Well,
I don't think they allow that anymore.
Clearly, the rum got to your. Clearly, the rum got to your hearing.
No, the ear thing's really good. It's my thinking that's affected.
I mean,
yeah. So stay tuned, guys. We got more
Anyway, guys. Yeah, so
coming up.
stay tuned for all that on the channel. And as always, we will see you on next week, same time, same place. And you never know what we're going to talk about. Never know.
Clearly.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good week, guys.
Sorry, folks, park's closed. The moose out front should have told you.